Good morning, collective. I had woken up this morning, took a walk. I'm just getting a lot of different downloads, which I thought, oftentimes I'm meditating and I feel like, a lot of times messages are for me. And then, I paused on this flower. I don't know what the flower was, but it was this white flower in bloom. But in where I live, you're normally very sunny. But the past week or so, it's just been really gloomy. And mind you, it's the middle of summer. It's the middle of, not the middle of June now. We're in July. And I feel like there is something in bloom. I went to get up from my work desk and heard that you are becoming. We are becoming. And so with that, I felt that was my cue to do a collective reading for you all today and channel some of those messages. So with that, I'm going to just go ahead with the cards, the tarot to start. Spirit, what do you have for this collective today? What do you have for this collective? What messages do you want this collective to know? Only light, love. Only light, love, clarity. Oh, thank you, Spirit. There could be someone from the past, someone who brought in a lot of confusion or brought up inner child, either wounding or inner child beliefs. Or this could be you dealing with inner child woundings or inner child beliefs that's coming up in this specific situation. It could be causing a lot of confusion, so I felt the need to ask for clarity. There could be someone from the past. We are in retrograde, Mercury retrograde season, so, sometimes that past energy likes to surface. But with the fact that you are on your journey, and even the flowers here kind of look like the flowers I saw on my walk, in this card, he's giving her a cup with the flower in it. There could be something that was not yet bloomed, that after that inner child work is in bloom. So if it's you healing your inner child, it could be love or flirtation or interest coming in. If it's someone from the past, it could have been changed or could have said that they've changed, said that they've bloomed here. What else, Spirit? What else do you have for the collective? Messages of light, love, clarity. Before I flip this over, I'm also hearing fighting for some reason. Like there could have been arguments more recently. I'm not the one, I'm not the two. Someone is fed up with something. Someone is fed up with the confusion. You could be fed up with the confusion here, 5 of Cups. There could have been a lot of disappointment in this connection or in this situation. And you're finally saying enough is enough. Enough is enough. Or you've said enough is enough. I also get that, you may be someone who's, again, given your cups to different situations that have not worked, and it's hard to see any of the new opportunities because of the overcast, like the weather's coming up here, the fact that there's overcast, like a cloud of negativity or of negative energy that's been trying to keep you down here. Keep you from seeing the sun, seeing the light, seeing the good things. Yeah. There was an ending here, something that's been dead, done, over with. So it could be a past, someone from the past where the relationship ended. Yeah, thank you, Spirit. Three of Swords. There was a lot of disappointment and heartbreak in the situation. A lot of misunderstanding, commitment to misunderstanding, a lot of stubbornness here. You could be dealing with someone who was very stubborn or is very stubborn, who always wanted to get the last word with the Page of Swords. What else, Spirit? What else does the collect? Thank you. Yeah. And yeah, there you go. Yeah, you could have cut this out. This energy. I'm also getting air, a lot of air signs. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They could have tried to fight you with a lot of logic when it came to expressing your needs or feeling like your needs weren't met. But, you know, oftentimes when you're expressing logic and you're not acknowledging someone's feelings, it can end in disappointment, it can end in misunderstanding, and you just, you know, kind of closed off the warmth here in the situation. Oh, thank you. Spirit is speaking, yeah. I get that there's something there's a determination or, again, stubbornness coming through with this person. They could be really stubborn. Not my way or the highway, but set on their ways. They could be wanting to come forward and communicate, though. What is the communication? What do they want with the collective? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, what else? I think they see that you are not unbothered, but you've gone through the healing journey. You know, you've cut them off. You chose yourself in this situation. And now you could be water sign, Pisces specifically. The Hangman is a card for Pisces. Getting Earth as well, the Nine of Pentacles. But you could have been focused on your own peace here, trusting Spirit, making better decisions, getting back in touch with your intuition, with the light here around the Hanged Man. There's this inherent trust, and in that you've been able to sort of build yourself up, really focused on you. So this person, in terms of what they want to communicate, is noticing that, is that they've noticed that. Okay, what do they want? Outside of this, I'm also hearing about opportunities as well, where this energy, this Nine of Pentacles and Hanged Man, is making you very attractive, or attracting in good new opportunities. Oftentimes when we are trusting Spirit and focusing on our own health and wellness, it's the easier, or not say easier, but the way that as we allow and flow with life and with Spirit, so does things that are for us flow in more easily. There's less friction. So I get with that, there's less friction. And with that, sorry, a word before I pull the card. With that, you know, when you are more in flow, right? More trusting Spirit, things will come in from the past, but also new things will come in from the future. So it's about having that discernment of what to bring in or let in and what to let go. What's going to cause the friction, or I guess cause you to backtrack from this energy, and then what's actually going to add. So what does this person want? Sorry, I just had to say that there. This person, okay, they don't know up from down, left from right. They're kind of undecided. They also maybe not, they might have an issue with black and white thinking. Again, we have this Page of Swords, this need to be right, this stubbornness. So they could be very limited in their view of what possibilities there are. They could be going through that period of loss and seeing that, oh well, when she was here, they were here, he was here, this, life was different. Now I'm not happy. What do I do? Do I go back? Do I not? Do I stay single? I also get a lot of catastrophizing energy. Yeah, and then this need or desire to maybe reach out, but they're kind of unsure about what it is that they want. And they're not really connected to their heart space, honestly. Okay. Anything else? Wasn't trying to make this a love reading, because this is what was coming in. Thank you, Spirit. Oh my God. As I already said, as things flow in and flow out of your life, you have to take stock of what is worth your time, worth your energy, worth your labor, worth your money, worth your love, worth your emotions, worth your texting, worth your body, okay, worth your sex, all the things. What is worth it to you? You're heading towards or in an abundant time. You're in a good space. So how do we maintain that? Through discipline. Through that discernment. Spirit, I usher in discernment for this collective. Give them the spirit of discernment to sift out what is for them. Bring in a leader. Bring in opportunities that are sure. Spirit, what else is coming in for this collective? What else do they need to know? The sun. Yeah, exactly. You are in a period. It's overcast in the summer, but it's still summer. The flowers are still blooming. You're still outside. You could be coming into a lot of good opportunities, whether that's with money, whether that's with love, friendship. It's fun, it's fresh, it's summer. This is the spirit of confusion. And that's why I asked at the start of the reading for clarity. Bring in the spirit of clarity, not confusion. This is the spirit of confusion. This is someone who does not know what they want. Someone too centered on maybe themselves. Who knows? But with the Sun card, you're in a really great position. Hangman, Sun, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, and there's stability here. There could also be a shift in your stability. What else do we have? Yeah, this is more for you. Thank you, Spirit. With that discipline here, whether it's with your finances, with your resources, and with the strength to implement the lessons you've learned from your healing journey and sticking to your guns here, you come out as the emperor, or an emperor comes towards you. Either way, it's good. These are sure things. This is someone who's ready for anything, and they have what they need, and they have the authority, and they have the power, and they have the leadership. So if this not this person, this could be another person coming in who it has this masculine energy, but is also can handle business. Or it's you, choosing yourself, choosing your happiness, choosing your stability. Anything else, Spirit, for this collective that they should know? Page of Wands. I get following your curiosities, following your ambitions. You might have an idea. There might be new opportunities that you were waiting on, but you have to kind of go for it. Five of Swords. Yeah, and not entertain the bull here. Stay connected to your intuition on this path, because this isn't going to bring in that fulfillment with this Five of Swords here. Bottom of the deck, the Temperance. Yeah, finding that balance. I think also having a neutral outlook, neutral view of things. That's more of the Judgment card. Oh, look at there. Two of Cups. Oops. Two of Cups. Before I get into Two of Cups, Temperance, there's balance, there's neutrality. She is holding 2 cups in this card, but it's also alchemy, right? And then we have the Two of Cups, which is about partnership, about not necessarily your usual type, but something that works, something that's a sure thing. There's equal give and take here. So why would we bring in 222, this alchemy, this change from confusion into a sure thing, into balance, right? That's the shift happening. So if you see 222, that could be spirit confirming this, right? But why would we want a spirit of confusion when we have coming towards us a sure thing, something that's reciprocal, right? And if this love isn't resonating with you, I'm also getting that it could be anything in your life where you're feeling like there's this thread of triggering of your inner child, logic and black white thinking over trusting in spirit, pulling you away from yourself, from your own power here. Anything that's disempowering you or causing disappointment. The shift in that, and I'll clarify with some more advice, with an advice specific card specifically. But the shift in that is to trust, to tap into your intuition, to be disciplined. And where is the 7 of? This one's huge. Using that discernment. King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, being able to cut out what needs to be cut out. Again, flow without friction. Not everything that comes towards you is for you or meant for you or is what spirit means for you to have. I get like a filtration system. You know, there's a filtration system, right? And there's one that, you know, it does what it's supposed to do. It strains water, or there's a filter, it gets out the clean water. But I don't think that reinventing the wheel and going over it in your head and staying in the same situations is going to filter those things out. There's a difference between this discernment here with the 7 of Pentacles and making decisions clearly out of that and staying in situations that are not for us. Okay, at any point, this person can get out of the bed. It's all a dream. It's all a nightmare, right? Nightmares could be significant. Paying attention to your dreams. There could be messages coming in through your dreams from spirit. All right. What advice do you have for this collective? Ooh, wait. One card, please. To start. Advice for the collective. And then I'll pull an affirmation after. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, discipline. Steady discipline. Because that's what will bring in, again, the 8 of Wands is quick movement. Knight of Pentacles is slow, patient, determination, discipline, quick. With you staying firm, think about like a rock in a creek or in a river, or a boulder in a river. Water is coming towards it, but it stands firm, right? Stands firm. So there's that energy, of course. But then there's also, with that influx of opportunities and whatnot, you still are standing on business. I feel like that's what's needed. You might have been someone who struggled with boundary keeping in the past. Yeah. Anything else, Spirit? I'm getting to just the bottom of the deck here. Tower to the Knight of Swords to the 7 of Cups. Like this would shift things very, I don't know about dramatically, but it would enact a different change. People might say, what's gotten into so-and-so? But in doing this, it's like your options open up. Your options open up. Okay? All right. I'm going to close out this reading with an affirmation from my Inspired Mama. Actually, yeah, Inspired Mama deck. So, any final messages for this collective to go about their day, their week, their long weekend? Any final messages, Spirit? Final words, leave with them. And we'll split. Got you. All right. Your final messages for this collective. Ooh. It's a lot. Okay. I'll take this one actually. And I'll leave these. Okay. Many women have birthed before me, and many women will birth after. I welcome my baby into this world with happiness and joy. There's this thread of remembering who we came from, whose we are, the power. You could be breaking generational curses, specifically around money, specifically around health in your body. Taking care of yourself is really going to alchemize a lot of good outcomes for you. Taking care of your body, your mind, your soul, not giving to everything. And ultimately, you'll bring in what it is that you want. And it'll be with happiness and joy. Again, there's that flow, lack of friction that I'm feeling when we are standing firm on our principles, on our needs, on what it is that we'll tolerate or not, regardless of this person, whoever this person is, it doesn't matter. You know, how can you find that balance? All right, collective. That's all I have for you today. If this resonated with you, you feel free to like this video or comment. This is 1-for-1 Intuitive. Have a good weekend. Bye.